Sasquatch.
Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch.
And
hey, it's Daria.
and Jane in the restricted section.
And today we're going to do the When I Grow Up tag.
So we decided to wear our Halloween costumes
Yes.
for this video.
This year we are going to be Daria and Jane for Halloween.
Yes. We thought it was a good video to do it for since it's kind of nostalgic.
Yeah. And this is a
yeah,
nostalgic show.
it is.
Yeah.
And this tag was created by Molly DeMontagne. DeMontagne? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I apologize.
Yes.
But we'll link her video below. And we were tagged in this by Erica from The Perks of Books.
Also tagged by Miriam at Between Lines in Life, which is her blog.
Yeah, so
Yes.
we'll link the original tag, we'll link Erica's video, and we'll link Miriam's blog post
Down below.
down below.
Yes.
We're also drinking this Xocoveza.
Xocoveza.
I don't know how to pronounce it. From Stone Brewing.
Yes.
And it's an imperial stout, or is it? Yeah, imperial stout inspired by Mexican hot chocolate, which sounds delicious.
Sounds
I've actually
delicious.
already had it.
I have not, but I'm very excited about it. It's fucking tasty.
It's really good. I like this a lot. And it's 8.1%.
So it's not like a crazy imperial.
Yeah. Not that crazy.
No. So I guess the idea behind this tag is that you talk about some things that you wanted to be when you were a kid, when you grew up, and then pair that thing with a book and talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty simple.
Easy premise.
Yeah. The first thing that I remember wanting to be when I grew up was an artist. When I was in first and second grade, I know for sure, I was really into drawing, painting. I would paint anything in the house. Like, I painted all my mom's flower pots. I would paint toilet paper rolls, like empty toilet paper rolls.
Yeah.
I would paint shoe boxes. Anything I could get my hands on that was like plain enough that I could do it, I would fucking paint it.
If it would hold still long enough.
Yes. And I watched a lot of Bob Ross.
You can't beat Bob Ross.
And Pappy's Land. Does anybody remember Pappy's Land?
I don't remember Pappy's Land.
I have never met anyone who remembers the show from PBS called, I'm pretty sure it was called Pappy's Land, but it was a children's show, and it was this old man in overalls named Pappy, and he lived in Pappy's Land, and he'd go around and talk to flowers and shit. But he would draw. He would have crayons in his pocket, and he would draw little cartoons, and you were supposed to draw along with him. And me and Stacy, my sister, watched that a lot. And I've never known anyone else who has heard of that.
I have never
So
heard of
if
Pappy's
you've
Land.
heard of Pappy's Land, please.
Help a sister out.
Did it exist? Did I make it up in my
It was
head?
all a fever dream.
Well, my sister remembers it too,
It was
so.
a shared fever dream.
But anyway, the book I chose to go along with Artist is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Not necessarily because of the actual book, the content of the book, but there are drawings throughout this book by Ralph Steadman, who is someone whose art I really enjoy. I actually have pictures hanging on my wall of drawings he's done of scenes from Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, I really like his art.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It occurred to me when we were getting ready to do this tag, I don't really remember a lot of things I wanted to be when I was growing up. I know that one of the things I wanted to be was something in the medical field. My dad was a firefighter paramedic for 20-something years until he retired, and I used to take his old workbooks, his old paramedic workbooks, and do the homework in them. When I was a little kid. I loved them. I thought it was really awesome, and so I'd always kind of wanted to do something in that field, and I didn't. I think if I wouldn't have done what I'm currently doing, I probably would have, but anyway, so for that I chose this Women in Science book that I have, which was written and illustrated by Rachel Ignatovsky?
Maybe?
Sure. This is just a really cool little book, and it names a lot of really awesome women in science. It's got really cool paper on the inside, and then it talks about just women in science and their achievements. and it's illustrated really cool. So I just thought it's a neat book.
So the next thing that I remember wanting to be as a kid was when I was around 10 years old. Me and my BFF Whitney were pretty obsessed with Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster and any kind of like weird unexplained things. And I wanted to be a cryptozoologist, which is someone who studies animals like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster who may or may not exist, and also extinct animals. So the book I have for that is The Sasquatch Hunter's Almanac by Sharma Shields, which I just recently read and really enjoyed. It starts when, about a man. It starts when he's like a young boy, and his mother disappears, goes off into the woods with a man who appears to be a Sasquatch. And she leaves him and his father to go live with this Sasquatch. And then he becomes like obsessed with finding Sasquatch and proving his existence. And it's kind of, the book is kind of about like how that affects him and also all the people in his life who love him. So it was pretty good. And I'm still kind of obsessed with Bigfoot.
That's kind of fair.
Yeah.
Bigfoot's pretty cool. I also chose, when I was in junior high / high school, I would keep journals and I would write some pretty horrible emo poetry. And I'd also write short stories. And I fancied myself a little writer. I was not very good, but I fancied myself a writer. So for that I have this cool illustrated copy of Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. And I love Robert Frost. He's one of my favorite poets, which everybody laughs at me for, but I don't care. And this is just a really cool edition of this. It's a neat little illustrated story. So
should we talk about the last one together?
I was saving it so we could.
The last one that we both actually wanted to be when we were kids.
Yeah.
For me, I think I was probably around like 13 or 14 when I decided that I wanted to be an astronomer.
I think I was like 5th grade-ish when I decided I wanted to be an astronomer. Yeah.
And so, yeah, we both wanted to be astronomers when we were kids.
I competed in a speech competition, I think in 5th grade, about like you had to write a speech about what you wanted to be when you grew up. And I made it, I was one of the finalists for my astronomer speech, which is surprising because I don't like giving speeches.
Who does?
Does
anyone like giving speeches? No. I feel like even people who are good at it don't like doing it.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I do not care for it at all.
But the book I chose to go along with this, we both chose books we actually haven't even read yet.
Yeah, that's true.
The one I chose was 2001: A Space Odyssey by Arthur C. Clarke, because it's, about space exploration. Yeah. Which is what I wanted to do.
That's pretty fucking cool. And I chose Contact by Carl Sagan because it's about space exploration and making contact with other life out there, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Is there life out there?
Sidebar. Speaking of, so do you think that there is life out there?
Are you asking me or them?
I'm asking you.
I would say I don't really know, but probably.
That's how I feel.
And I hope so.
Yes, that's how.
Like, even if there's not intelligent life, I think there's life of some sort out there.
I think that, like, space is so vast, there could very well be another solar system similar to ours where there are, life-bearing planets.
Yeah.
I think it's highly likely that there's intelligent life out there.
I hope so, and I hope we make contact in my lifetime.
Same.
Because even though aliens scare the shit out of me, I really want to meet one.
Pretty fucking cool, yeah. We'd have them over for a beer, probably. As long as they didn't probe us, like...
I did like, which is kind of true, like the whole being afraid of aliens is really just like being afraid of the unknown, or like things that are different to you, which is kind of racist. Or xenophobic at least. But
yeah, maybe. Maybe.
But yeah, there was like a line in Doctor Who where he's like, the doctor's like, there's a horror movie called Alien? No wonder people keep invading you.
Well,
and I was like,
that's clever.
Good point.
That's a good point.
If aliens attack us, it'll probably be our fault.
Yeah. And we grew up and became none of those things.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No.
Like, kind of like after middle school, I didn't, like, I had, in high school, I was like, I don't know what I want to be.
I figured out pretty early into high school what I wanted to be. Like, vaguely. Like, I knew I wanted to be a counselor. I didn't know what kind.
I never knew what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I still don't. So, there you go.
I love what I do, so I'm good.
I like what I do. I mean, I would rather edit, like, books I could actually read, I think.
That's fair. That's fair.
And edit the content rather than the format.
Yeah,
Although
that would be
I do
more
like,
fun.
I will say that I really enjoy, like, formatting things and making them look nice, too.
That makes sense. Well, you can
Which
see
I
your
feel like
results
is boring
really
and, like, nerdy. And I'm like, ooh, I get to format this?
I don't think it's boring and nerdy. Like, you get to see your results right away, and you can be
Yeah.
like, you get the satisfaction of, like, I made that look nice.
That's true.
I don't know if I ever make a difference. I don't get to see my results. So I don't know. I mean, I do. Like, I see people make progress, but, like, not like that.
Right.
Not, like, quick.
Yeah. I have always been a instant gratification type of person. Like, if I can't see immediately that I'm doing something, you know, making progress, I'm like, well, I give up.
Well, I love my job, but sometimes it's, like, hard to tell if you are doing anything.
Yeah.
And then you'll have moments where you're like, oh, yeah, I guess I am helping.
Yeah.
And then you'll have moments of, like, like, am I doing any good at all? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could do what you do. I wouldn't survive. So, should we tag some people?
We probably should. Who shall we
Let's
tag?
tag the Drunken Library. We haven't
Yeah.
tagged them in a little
It's been
while,
a
and I would
while.
like to see them talk about what they want to be when they grow up.
Yeah.
We're also going to tag Graham from Mega Man Chief Fan, who hasn't made a video in a while. Where you at, Graham?
Where you at, Graham? We would like to know what you want to do when you grow up more.
Yeah.
We're also going to tag Amy from the Dusty Bookshelf.
Yep.
Yep.
So, that's it. And this beer I like it a lot. I
It's
think
really delicious. Yeah, it's super good. I really like the whole Mexican hot chocolate thing because I love chocolate and
too.
cinnamon mixed together.
Yeah, and pretty much every beer I've tried that is like a Mexican hot chocolate beer
I'm into it.
is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, give it a try if you like Mexican hot chocolate and beer.
As usual, there'll be some links down below where you can find us elsewhere on social media.
If you haven't subscribed yet, please do.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
La 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 la.